He's here. He's here. 5 o'clock in the morning he went to sleep.
Flipping
5 o'clock in the... Wait, am I even allowed to say that?
Yeah, why not?
5 o'clock in the morning, did you go to sleep or was that the time you was going home?
I was going to sleep. I was in my house.
This guy, you know.
Lads, man.
We was in the WhatsApp group, last night, just talking about killer whales.
Nonsense. Do you know what? Like, you don't live. Do you live alone?
No.
I was talking to Mitch about this the other day. Living alone is a whole skill in itself.
I'm telling you.
You have to set an itinerary for yourself for the week.
That's a big fact.
It's a big, and then it's repetitive, and you have to have the discipline and the sense of mind to go, no, I'm doing this at 6, otherwise you're me. You're up at 5 o'clock in the morning, knowing you got to shoot in like 7-8 hours. It's nonsensical.
Do you know what the biggest struggle is that I don't think people talk about enough when it comes to living alone?
Go on.
Is the struggle of eating.
Brother.
Big man.
But
do you know how much of a chore it is to figure out what to eat? Or like, even if you do cook.
Bro, I would encourage all the guys, all the men them at home, watch your mum cooking. Just so you can see the sense of mind when to cook and all of that. Just so it's second nature when you grow older. Chuckie, I don't know when to start cooking. I can't cook. But I don't know when to start cooking because I don't know when I'm going to be hungry. So now what do I do?
Nah, but here where it's all mad. Yeah, I hear you, but here where it's all mad. Sometimes I don't know when to start cooking because I might be hungry now.
Yes.
So I'm like, yes, you know what? I'm going to cook. But this thing that I'm cooking now is taking me all 2 hours to cook. So, do you get what I'm saying?
And Chuckie, within our jobs, where is that 2 hours?
Right then, because now I get home, I'm hungry, it's 9 o'clock. By the time I finish cooking, it's 10:45 now.
And now I've got, another phone call, work I run, and it's all mad. Once I'm at work, I'll phone you back.
Okay, see you later.
Brother, it's long.
Hey, the struggle sometimes to eat is, I mean, look, I exercise my privilege.
Chat to them.
So my privilege is I have a very good relationship with my mum.
Yeah.
I've got a very good relationship with my auntie.
Yeah.
And I've got a very good relationship with my dad.
So what privileges do you get with that relationship?
Food!
Yeah, my
Do you
brother.
understand what I'm saying?
Eat, man.
Auntie, what did you cook today?
Guess what?
I'm pulling up.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I'm saying?
He's a DJ. He's got to pull up anyway. Come on, fam.
Strongly.
Come on.
Let me tell you something about that in a moment, actually.
What happened?
Also, I'll go to that in a moment. Sometimes I could all go to mumsies and that now, and she's already containered stuff for man.
This is what...
Do you get what I'm saying? So I go there,
Prepare.
it's containered things, whatnot, boom.
Do you know what that is? Love.
Right. Yeah. Yes, love and privilege. But if I don't have that, big man, sometimes it is... And then even then, it's like, okay, I might get home kind of late. Day's gone on fast, whatnot. Haven't eaten for the day. I get home late, and then I'll go on Deliveroo now. But there's not even much things open now.
I don't have that problem.
Yeah, because I live in the sticks. You don't.
Yeah. All right.
So your thing is proper. yeah, but
my-
you can be in the mix now. You can get flipping Nando's at 11 o'clock.
Brother, the thing's crazy where I'm at. I can't lie about that thing there. And everybody knows I love a good Turkish.
Right,
A good Turkish. You know, a late night turkey. Oh, best kebab. Oh, come on, man.
What, a little lamb.
It depends. I never recommend the doner late.
Don't you?
It's been there spinning for a little while.
Strongly.
I like a shish at that point.
Yeah,
but
I
I
hear
do
that.
enjoy a doner. So I might go there like a 4 or 5 p.m.
Right then.
It looks fresh.
Yeah.
It looks thick. No homo. No diddy.
So, wait, hold on, wait. That's, you're saying, what's that one? The doner.
The doner, yeah.
So what's the sheesh?
The shish now.
Is that
Okay.
Right
I
then,
saw
that's
the
what I
arms.
want.
That let me
when
know.
you grill and you think.
You know when you walk inside there, you turn. Oh, it should be on your right hand side anyway. You look there, you see the little see-through fridge thing.
Yes.
You see the
Yes.
lambs right. They take
In the
it out and then
sticks. With the
yeah. Come on, man.
100%.
Do my thing. I'm feeling good, man.
Yeah, man. Put that on the grill, twist and turn.
Twist and turn.
Yeah, twist and turn. You know what I mean? And then, do you know that's proper?
And because it's in front of me, I've seen the process. I just feel comfortable. That's why I like Turkish food. I think I like more food like that. If I could cook them types of foods, I might even get me a little doner thing in my kitchen. I'm cooking.
Yeah.
I wish I had a kitchen that had a variety of... Because this is the
They
problem,
love
yeah?
a red cabbage as well, don't they?
What?
They love a red cabbage.
And the mixed
They love
salad
it.
as well, where they have to chop up the cucumber and the lettuce and
Yeah, man.
Shout out Turkish restaurants, man. They don't get enough love.
They love a baby
Turkish-
spinach as well.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Big up them.
Buy one of those, by the way.
What, buy one or what?
What do you mean?
Buy a griddle.
A griddle?
Is that what it is?
What, the thing that you...
Well,
Sounds like a
it's not
dance.
griddle, but you can, it's like,
It does, isn't it?
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, it does. But
Yeah,
you can buy
do
it,
the
it's
griddle.
Like, it's not a cooker. But it's like, you know, they obviously they cook over charcoal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could actually buy like almost like a gas powered,
Yeah, that sounds all long already.
like flat.
Brother, I can't cook.
That
You're
sounds
just
all
doing...
long.
Yeah, you're doing...
I can cook, but that sounds long.
Put the meat
Long.
and you flip it.
Whoa.
Put the meat on, I hear it.
That's all crazy. Brother.
But listen, yeah, that sounds long. It
does.
sounds good, and I can cook, but it sounds long. Sometimes what I'm talking about is the struggle in eating is you're out, you're working, you're doing X, Y, and Z and whatnot, and you come home and you're trying to figure out, what do I eat today? At first, I think when you first move out, maybe when you first move out and you can cook, it doesn't seem long because you're excited to cook.
Of course.
And you want to do all of that.
Yeah.
But once the novelty wears off, sometimes you just lose track of it as well. It's like you've cooked, you can have that for a couple of days, whatever it may be, boom, boom, and then you just forget. You
And
get
you know
home and you're
what's-
like, oh shit, what do I eat today? Look in the fridge, there's nothing in there.
Enough. Do you work from your calendar?
Yeah, I work for my calendar.
There is not food at this time in my calendar or food. There's no food in my calendar. So these times I'm booking back to work and meetings and all of that. I haven't accommodated for food. I'm in the Zoom call. They're saying, what's that noise? It's my belly. Now it's interrupting the Zoom call. This doesn't feel right, but it's happening. Another thing I want to ask, because I saw Scribs ask it on Twitter, and I do feel like I want to know, because everyone's on it. Is an air fryer healthy?
Oh my god, this is a great question. I thought it was just me that was
wanna know-
asking this in my head, bro.
Bro, when I saw
I
Scribs...
swear on my life, I've been thinking about this all the time.
And Chuckie, I felt I was insecure. I didn't want to ask the question. I didn't want to be the, you so dumb, of course it's this, or of course it's that. And then when I saw Scribs say it, I said, yeah, because guess what? I'm in that same place. Everyone's talking about air fryer, get air fryer. I'm like, this is all too quick.
Do you know
Why
what?
are you frying air?
It is it is advertised as being healthier.
Okay.
And and a much more healthier alternative than a microwave, that's for sure.
So it's healthier than frying in oil.
Yes, it's healthier than frying in oil. If you use an air fryer to...
All right, pause.
Yeah, that's mad. That's it.
So
So
that's
basically,
it.
it's not that healthy then.
And it saves you on cooking, washing up. Sorry.
Yeah.
But I
that's
wanna
the-
know
that's
the
dead.
health
But sorry,
aspects of it.
I just wanted to get to this part as well, yeah.
Go on, sorry.
Because you could use an air fryer to reheat food and stuff like that too, yeah. And they would say that an air fryer is much more healthier than using a microwave.
So
Microwaves are not
cool.
healthy.
So
So
now,
that's one thing.
that's good. See, this is how Chuckie's making it. He's doing comparisons. That's easier for me. All right, air fryer over microwave. So we're getting rid of the microwave. We're bringing in the air fry. All right, sweet. How else does it benefit me? How else is it good for us?
Because you can do everything with an air fryer, you know.
What do you mean? Can it cook? Can it clean? Like, what else can it do?
Other than other than stuff like that, it can damn near cook everything, bro.
Serious?
Yeah. I haven't got one yet, but I'm gonna get one.
Cause my sister got my mum one the other day, yeah, and I was at the house. We were all at the house the other day, and my sister was like, "You know what? Yeah, mum's too old school. I might just give you the air fryer." And I said, "I'm just too no school because I can't cook. So that air fryer, as
That
much
might
as
be
it's
perfect for you though.
do you reckon so?
Well, I guess you still got to be able to flavor certain foods though. You can't just fling, like, if you're gonna make salmon, you're gonna put it in the air fryer. You can't just fling salmon in there. You still got to put a couple things in there to.
Yeah, I don't want to feel like a modern day DJ. You know when you see them DJs that can't use the decks, and then the other DJs are like, "Oh, one of these new school DJs." I don't want to be like a new school cook. It's just
You
an
know,
air
I haven't
fryer.
used a microwave personally in my house for a long time though.
Serious?
I use a steamer. So before I'm gonna get air fryer, but I use a steamer. So a steamer,
It's for your clothes.
yeah, but you can steam food, and it's much more healthier than a microwave.
The steamer for your clothes you use on
No,
food.
not a steam. Not a steamer.
Man's over there like this,
Put
and
on
then he
a
goes,
steam like a
"Bring the
food steamer.
chicken."
No, it's not like that. You just like, it's, how do I explain it? It's like in a round sort of container thing. You put the food in there and you put like a lid on it, like that. Yeah.
Like a George Foreman
no,
thing.
not that, man. Like that kind of. vibe.
Okay,
Yeah, put the food in there and it just steams the food, and it's like
that looks healthy.
Yeah, it takes longer. Obviously, a microwave, you put your food in there, it's 2 minutes gone, you're ready. This is about when you put your food in there. maybe it's about 12 minutes. But let me tell you
It's
something.
a game of
yeah?
FIFA. We can do that.
Right then. But let me tell you something. You know certain things, yeah? When you're reheating certain foods, if you put it in a microwave, it takes away the
Oh, it
thing.
does. Oh, it
but
does.
you see with the steamer, it don't do that. It gives you the vibe.
What is
proper.
that as well? What do we don't ask ourselves enough questions.
It takes away a part of the... If you put it in the microwave, it takes away a part of the soul.
But what
say
is that?
that
Because we don't ask ourselves these questions. If it's taking it away,
Yeah.
what is it replacing it with?
It's replacing it with fuckery. You pull it in your system now, and the next minute you know, it's kidney stones.
Big man, nobody say that. Cause me and the microwave have a decent relationship. The man for stuff, you know. Like most Jamaican restaurants use microwave as well. Alright, shout out all my. Let's use the air fryer
Everywhere
now.
you go, I can't avoid a microwave. If I go to a takeaway place, if I go to a Caribbean takeaway place, I'm not naive to the fact that they're reheating my food in a microwave. I'm just saying, in my yard, I have a steamer.
To be honest, you see my mum's food. What you said right now, it does take away something. It's like when you bring the song to the major record label. It takes away something sometimes.
Yeah.
And that thing that it takes away, I'll be real with you. It's the reasons why I eat my mum's food cold. If I haven't eaten it all day, I'll eat it cold.
What do you mean?
Sometimes I get food from my mum's house, like you, and this phone don't stop. Come on. So I get food from my mum's house. She'll wrap it up, and it keeps it warm till we get home, and then I'll eat it. But sometimes
When it gets home, it's cold.
I get home. No, I get home, and there's just things to do.
Right.
And they might come round. It's like, yeah, it's crazy. It's 5 a.m. So boom. So then I go, I want to eat it. So I won't go eat it, and I'm like, I'll put it in the microwave. But then I think about the microwave and what it does to my mum's food. I'd rather eat it cold.
Serious. I'm not... I hear it still, but I think... Yeah, if I don't have a way to heat it, if I don't have a steamer, I'm going to use a microwave still. I don't really like cold food too much like that.
Cold Chinese.
Cold Chinese.
Bonkers. Absolutely bonkers.
All right, cold pizza.
Yes.
I don't even eat cold pizza. That's crazy to me.
You know, these
still.
are things that really are bad for you as
Cold
well.
pizza.
But if I was to heat it up though, either if it goes in a pan, I put it in a pan and then I put water in the pan and then close it.
Oh yeah. What? Say that. Wait. Do that. Say that again.
So you would put the pizza into like a hot pan,
Yeah.
warm hot pan, and then you put water in the pan, not too much, just like water. So that
Well, holy water or
it goes in
something,
and
or-
then it evaporates. The
So,
water
so what is that? The steam. That's what the steamer is. So with a steamer, what you do is you put the water. See that in there. You put the water at the bottom, and then it heats it up, and then it's the steam, and then it's better to have it that way. But don't the pizza become soggy?
No,
What?
no, it becomes soft just like before. If you do it right, obviously you put too much water in. Yeah. But if you-
What's your question?
So wait. Reheated pizza is not soggy.
With in your way, I don't know because I can't.
Is yours soggy?
No,
Why?
when I put it in the microwave.
Huh?
No.
No, when it goes in the microwave, it's 100%
Soggy.
It's soggy, bro. Don't do that.
That is soggy to bits. But he has it cold anyway.
Yeah,
And that's the
cold.
thing. Now it's too hard. This conversation is sounding crazy.
Whoa.
It sounded crazy.
So it's
But I hear
flaccid
what I'm
without
saying.
the microwave.
Yeah,
and
soggy.
then-
But listen. Yeah, I don't know. Like cold pizza, I don't really. And cold Chinese. That's outrageous.
Yeah, do you know
That's
what?
outrageous.
There's something
You're
wrong
living
with
like a pauper.
Maybe I am.
That's nuts. What? So do you eat? So like, say Caribbean food or whatnot. Now it's in the container, and then you leave it in the front room. Would you wake up in the morning and just start
Nah, I'm
yamming from
dashing
that again?
No, I'm dashing.
Oh, okay. Because then when the rice is all hard and that,
But you could still heat that up in a pan.
No, after
you
because
can
the
eat
thing
it
is,
in a pan. I'm
my
not eating
pub-
that like that. That it's got to go in the like afterwards. This is what for me. Yeah, if I'm eating it, and then I don't want no more, but it's hot. I let it cool down. Put it in the fridge. Then I'll come back to that the next day, because my granny told me, I don't know how true this is, yeah, but you know, it's the seasoning, still seasoning up the place, so it tastes just as good the next day. Don't know, I'm sticking with it because that's what granny told me.
No, of course. Come
Right?
on, it's granny.
So boom, now the next day I'll reheat that and I'll eat that. But if it's just on the side out like that, I can't eat. I'm funny like that.
But the thing is, that's where I have to question myself. Am I? Because see, Christmas time, I know for a fact in my life, I've slept over at my cousin's house, and there was so much food that some food was on the side, and I woke up the next day. I went downstairs and I just ate the food on the food on the side.
God. Let me tell you something, yeah.
But we
So
do big family get-togethers though. What else you gonna do with
Yeah, I
the food?
hear it. But you know what? Like I've got a phobia of mold. I've said this a few times.
Yes,
here,
you
yeah?
have told me.
So this is the next thing about
saying that
living
you want
alone.
food?
Huh?
He called you a pauper.
No, I said
you know
like her,
what?
like her.
This is a beautiful.
But here what, yeah. So as a person, yeah, when you live in alone and you have phobia of mold, your mind starts racing when it comes to certain things.
Yes.
So just like the other day, I left to go to Copenhagen, and I remember saying, because I bought some fruit, and you know fruit goes off mad quick. Strawberries goes off super quick, raspberries, all of that. Had it in the fridge.
That's
yeah.
annoying, you know. Sorry, carry on.
So quickly, bruv. It's mad. I said to myself the night before, I'm like, before I leave, throw this out, because I'm going to be away for a few days. And it was already off anyway, because I knew I'd bought it like maybe 4 days or 5 days prior. It was close to the date, and I know that it starts. I don't want it to start growing legs in my fridge. Anyway, woken up in the morning now, and then I forgot. It's early. I've just gone. Yeah. As soon as I got on the plane,
it's hit you.
I thought, oh no.
Don't you give keys to someone that you know?
Yeah. Like people got keys to my yard, but it weren't that deep.
Oh, it's that deep for me. I got my bridges that are local that go past my yard, and I would just text them, yo.
Yeah, good. Yeah. But no one's going past my yard like that. And there would be a situation that I would do it in, and I'd give that situation in a moment. But at first I was just like, oh, the strawberries. So imagine I'm in Copenhagen, and every once in a while, yeah, it's almost like this is the best way to explain it. You know when you break up, you're out of a relationship.
Everything reminds me of you.
No, it's not even that. So you might be having fun, and then you remember, she's not in my life anymore. You know, like that. I'm in Copenhagen having fun. Strawberries in the fridge. Strawberries in the fridge. So now it's taken away from my vibe a bit because I'm remembering this fucking strawberries in the fridge. So when I've come back now, all I could think about was I'm walking with my luggage. All I'm thinking about is I've got to come home to those strawberries, and I've got to find a way to get them out. I've got to find a way to get them out. Now, luckily, when I got there, it hadn't got to the growing hairs and this, that, and the thing and whatnot. It was actually all right. It made the fridge smell a little bit, and it was a little bit off.
It had a little jumper on.
Yeah, exactly. But when you are on your own and you have that going on, it's a big thing, you know.
I'm telling you, bro. People don't understand. Living by yourself, yeah, I think that is the quickest way to go insane if you haven't got mental strength, bruv. Like, there's this morning, Chuckie, at 2:00 this morning, I'm watching Kai Cenat, Duke Dennis. What age? Why am I watching these guys doing a freestyle with Little Yachty? Like, I have things to do and I can't go sleep. It's because I haven't eaten, so I can't go sleep because I'm hungry, but I can't cook. Now I'm ordering McD's. Now I'm waiting for the McD's to come. Oh yeah, you did say that in the group, and I did that. I thought about that actually. So I'm ordering McD's. That takes about half an hour, 35 minutes to come. Now you're waiting for that to come. And the chips ain't the same when it comes as well. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's no way the chips are the same. I'll be honest with you. McDonald's late at night for me is better than during the day. What? For sure. Because there's no one ordering food. So when they order, like it's fresh. It's like proper hot. Oh, it's crazy. Crazy. So yeah, I'm ordering that £1/4 of deluxe. Come on, we upgraded now. Bro, now I can't sleep. Oh, yeah, because you've eaten now. Because I've eaten. What, did you have a Coke with that as well? No, I had Red Bull. Oh my God. You had a Red Bull. You're going crazy. In the night time like that? In the night. You're going mad. Let me tell you, don't you feel like a tart when you have McDonald's anyway? I used to feel like an absolute hoe. Let me tell you something, yeah? I'd go past McDonald's. Huh? It takes me back to nice times in my life. Does it? Yeah. I'll go past McDonald's and I'll be like, it would just remind me of, you know when you think, that you smell McDonald's and you think, oh, I could do with that. And it's the same way like a girl might text you and be like, eye emoji or what you doing? And you're like, I don't really want to. But you know what? You've hit me at a good time. I'm going past your yard. Why not? You know what I mean? And then now... That's a great feeling. I'm sorry. It's the same. Comparisons are almost the same. You go into McDonald's now and you go into the yard. So then you get the McDonald's, you smoking the gal, you eat the food, you finish thing, and then afterwards you think to yourself, why did I do that? Like, why did I do that? I should have just went to my yard. Because McDonald's makes you feel rubbish afterwards. It makes you, yeah. So it's like the question I have now, and I reckon most people at home would have this same question, definitely 100%, is what girls in Chuckie's life are McDonald's? Nah, none now. None. Look at that. I like what you did there.
I like what you did there. None now, but let me tell you something. I had a lot of them. I'll be honest.
I said a lot of quarter pounders, me.
I had Morley's. I had them all. I had Sam's.
KFC, Sam's now.
Come on. Huh?
I don't feel bad.
Is there anyone that you don't feel bad? Like, what brand do you not feel bad after? Sam's.
That mayonnaise is crap.
Because I've had a KFC and not felt, and even the KFC in regards to the equivalency of a girl, I've not felt bad about at all.
Do you know what it is? McDonald's doesn't make me feel bad.
For the McDonald's gal or the McDonald's food?
Both. Do you know why? Because they're accessible. They're everywhere. You can't avoid them. Every hood has one. But you see certain places, they don't have Burger King or KFC. So now you've gone out your way.
Right.
So if you're going out your way to feel like that, that doesn't feel right. And them type of, and no disrespect to them type of gal because we need you.
No, all of them.
Them type of gal there that I love, that are accessible, I don't feel bad afterwards. I feel more like, do you know what? If you weren't in my life, where would I go?
I hear that, but I don't feel mad about the KFC gal.
I don't know, man.
I'm good with that one.
Because you know what it is? When KFC tastes bad or it doesn't hit the spot properly, and I've gone out my way, I've now gone out my way to not feel good. That doesn't feel right for me. But like I said, there's a McD's next to McD's. There's a McDonald's inside McDonald's. They're everywhere.
Do you know what the maddest thing is though? Like, my experience with KFC is very different to McDonald's.
Talk to me.
So like, if I have a KFC, I really fancy a KFC. With McDonald's, it's just sometimes a convenience. Like, all right, do you know what? Boom, it's there. Let me just go and get the McDonald's, whatnot. And if it so happens to slap and I enjoy it, cool, then I enjoy it. But more time afterwards, it might slap and I might enjoy it for the moment, but afterwards I feel like a tart. Yeah. But with KFC, if I want it, I really want it. So that's why I'm saying, even that with the equivalency of the gal, it's like, if it's the same thing, but I really wanted it though. And I don't feel bad about it at all.
No, because KFC, let's break it down even more. They don't give you enough chips. They give you like 5 chips.
That's true.
That annoys me. Everything outside of the chicken is never to standard. The beans are never that nice. The corn's never that nice. So now I'm only going there for the chicken.
I go there for the gravy. What the man?
You got beans.
You get beans. You're a beans man.
Come on.
Beans man in KFC.
Sometimes it feels right. Sometimes it's gravy, but I don't, brother.
Wait, hold on a minute. Anyway, when I deep it, beans and chips is a bit nuts, no?
It's not.
Beans and chips is nuts, bro.
Beans and chips is definitely not nuts.
Beans and chips is crazy when I deep it. What are you talking about? Huh?
Any kind of potato is...
Where is he?
What are you talking about?
There's beans on toast.
No.
There's beans.
No, sorry.
Beans and
chicken.
I'm not dipping the chicken.
Yeah.
No, beans and chicken is crazy.
It can't be crazy because it's available at KFC. So there's other people on planet Earth that agree with us. The only man that's crazy.
Are you not thinking about this?
What?
Beans and chicken.
I find, although it's a commonly known thing in England,
it sounds very slavery.
Do you know what's nasty? Gravy and chips. No, gravy and chips is nasty to me. That's mad.
Now,
to
gravy
me.
and chips is a wave.
Now, the reason why I don't understand that, I've grown up with gravy only being on my chicken bisto. I saw the advert, boom. I never saw chips in this advert. So when I see the Caucasians doing it, I said to myself, yo, Machaji, that's just not a vibe that I'm jumping down. What? Gravy on my flipping McDonald's chips with a quarter Nah.
No. The McDonald's don't have it, but KFC and gravy chips. No, the chips with the KFC gravy with the chicken, it feels like it works more because then you can dip the chicken in the gravy.
5 chips.
With the but with the beans, what are you saying? What, you dip in the chips in the beans with the chicken in the beans? That's crazy to me. That is super slavery.
I'm gonna. It is, but I'm gonna.
It is super slavery.
That's super slavery.
It's super slavery. But you know what? We are slaves.
I hate that still.
But yeah, man. Fast food, shout out.
Yeah, and super quickly, just going to the pull-up thing, yeah. In Copenhagen again.
Yes.
So you know my thing is I don't do money pull-ups.
Yeah.
So like sometimes I'll be playing a tune, whatever, someone comes over with a tenner. Yo, pull up the tune. I don't do that because
that's not enough.
Huh?
I'm joking. Girl.
No, it's not even that it's not enough. It's just that for the vibe of the night, more time when people come with a tenner or whatever the money is, yeah. By the time that they've got there, the climax of the song has gone now, and then I have to stop the song, start it again just for you, and it's not for the benefit of the dance.
You can only do that in 100 people rave.
Yeah, there you go. And also, for me, stylistically, when I'm playing, I'm trying to take them to that climax. So when I do rewind the tune, it's a thing. Yeah.
They ain't clocked the artistry behind it.
Nah. But, I swear to God, anyway, people are just doing what they're doing, innit? But one guy came up to me, yeah, and mid-set Copenhagen, the Don said to me, Chucks, I know you don't take money pull-ups, so I'm just giving you this as appreciation. And I loved it. £105 the Don gave me, you know.
What?
Yeah.
Did you pull up?
Nah.
After he pulled up.
Nah.
Hey, Chuckie,
But you know what?
what?
Money appreciation is what the vibe should be. We talked about that before. Money appreciation.
Money
It don't have to be that. It could be a $5. It could be whatever. Boom, you're just doing your thing. If you fancy doing that. But the money pull up thing, no, because it's like now I'm in gear 3. I've worked my way to gear 3. You're putting the money on the thing. Now I'm back in gear 1 now.
No,
and
I
it's
hear
cool,
you.
but it's like for the vibe of the whole thing of where we're trying to go here. No, I'm trying to get to the climax now. I'm trying to get to the leg shake.
For me, yeah, I hear you, but the minimum wage in Norway or Copenhagen, Denmark, sorry, it's probably like £17. Over here, it's not the case. So money appreciation from me will not be happening. I think we should appreciate the vibe I bring, the gal that I bring, and the money I spend at the bar. That is as far as we're going. DJ want me to give them £106?
Nah, you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do nothing. I'm just saying if you are going to do something, just do it out of appreciation as opposed to doing something for you. There's everyone in the dance and you want me to do it for you.
I hear that. But then you know what it is? Some people haven't come from the... People... Alright, cool. See this pull-up thing? It's from a place where there's an energy. So like in the grime world, you weren't saying pull up for you. Everyone felt that you had to pull up this vibe.
100.
So it's like, you're speaking on behalf of everyone because you can feel the energy. That's not the same when you go to like another dance. It's not even built off that. So like when you're doing that and you're asking them to pull it up, it is definitely for you, because if there's an R&B joint that you're listening to and you're, oh my God, I need to pull it up. That was you in your room by yourself crying like, oh my God, this song's hot, let me pull this up. Not you with 15 man that are angry at the fact that they didn't get their JSA yesterday and now they're at radio and they can't pay their £10 subs.
Right then.
It's a different type of energy.
And the grime example that you gave is a good one, because think about it like this, yeah? Do you know how you have to be right there in that moment of when when it's going off or whatever? You have to be right there in that moment to even put that money down, because that moment comes quick. From when a DJ drops the rhythm or the bar, whatever it may be, yeah, it's happening mad quick. So imagine now, you miss that part. There's that euphoria's not there, and someone just comes midway through, Manga spitting a bar and whatever, and then it's not there yet, and someone just flings. It's like, wait, hold on a minute. That wasn't the moment then. It weren't then. So now what? We stop the whole thing. Everyone's just waiting, and we start again. No, let's just wait. My man's doing his thing now. I respect him. He's an appreciation.
Yeah, I hear it.
You understand what I'm saying?
I hear it. How was it, by the way?
Yeah, Copenhagen was really good.
Special,
it was really, really good. That was definitely like one of my favorite ones outside of the country so far. It was sick. Kendrick's on the clock. Is he? Is Kendrick on the clock?
I spoke to Mitch about this the other day. We had a talk about this. Now,
we don't want Mitch's opinion, by the way, because we've heard a lot of it. We want yours.
I know Mitch's. I realized. Do you know what I've realized? Let me just go somewhere. Let me go left to come back. I want to come back in a second. Let me just divert. I've got to go pick up one gal. So let me go left. Even though I can't drive. Green card. Pink one on the way. I realized a lot. I realized a lot of people are defending Drake, and it's a conversation Gets and TJ had, and that's like, I've always felt like this, because they see themselves in Drake. They see a lot of themselves in Drake. So if you get at certain things he does, essentially you're getting at their character. And I don't mean to get at anyone's character. This is just, I think some things are just a bit bit corny, a bit. So for example, when I heard the diss track from Drake, the first thing I said was, this nigga's sassy as fuck. Not saying I don't like it, but I feel like I could have given them lyrics to City Girls, 100%. That's how I feel. When I listen to other diss tracks, if I play Drake's Duppy Rhythm, you can only give that to other rappers. You can't give Duppy Rhythm to anybody else other than a skilled rapper. Whereas this new diss track, They want to see me lit. I'm not saying this rubbish. I'm not, because all dynamics come in to make a diss track. The beat definitely contributes. You listen to the previous beat, not the same feel. The cadence of certain things he's saying definitely makes contributions. But when you strip all of it and I just listen to what's being said, if Kendrick don't respond for a little while, I understand. I don't. I've taken time to listen to the diss track. I'm like, yo, it's not like Duppy Rhythm. With Duppy Rhythm, it was poetry. Like, Pusha, you better jump out.
Yeah.
Drake has really, like, the way he's put it together, the way he mentioned your missus's name, and the ring, and the way he said Whitney in this one, body girl like Whitney, like, it's just all a bit like, yee. It's just all like, if you don't want to respond to that, I get it. Like, it's a little bit like just give me that Duppy Rhythm type of diss track again, and I understand.
The argument for that would be that this is the equivalency more of the charged up that he gave Meek, where it was like he was saying some stuff, but it wasn't the hardcore thing until it was. Remember, he came back 4 days later. I waited 4 days, nigga. Where y'all at? Then he started saying some stuff.
No, I hear you.
It's like he's addressing some things here and there, preparing himself to go on the field for when it actually really does happen. Which is why I kind of took on the point of view where people were saying that, like, or some people were saying, Mitch actually made the argument, was that that isn't the start of round one. This is the response to what had just happened. So that Kendrick's like that, and Drake's, what's this called again? What's Drake's one called again? I can't even remember what Drake's one was called again.
The Kendrick diss track, man.
The Kendrick diss record, anyway. That was the response. So that's 1 for 1.
It can't be 1 for 1 though. That doesn't even make sense.
Go, why? Why do you say that?
One's a verse on a song.
That's what I said.
It's a verse on a song. One's a whole song. So one is a contribution on someone else's record. One is a song. Like, if we're doing that, then Drake, you're down bad, because my man done this, 11 years ago on Control. He then absolutely embarrassed you on a BET cypher. He's not speaking about anybody else when he says kicking a rapper out of his pajama clothes. You haven't responded to any of those things. And I even saw someone on Twitter saying, like, people are acting like these lot haven't been sending subs for years. I'm like, yeah, but the only person that has sent a sub that outside of the culture you probably can understand is Kendrick. His subs are not even subs. His subs are the equivalent of walking inside this room and saying, hey, if you've got black trainers on, you're an idiot.
Right,
you might as well just say Chuckie's name. You might as well just say Chuckie's name. Like, that is Kendrick's sub. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's too bait with it. Drake is the one that's subtle. When you read it back a couple of times, you're like, oh, is that what he meant?
Yeah,
I didn't even realize.
Have to go Rap Genius and start reading words to figure out shit. But
I didn't realize he was cussing Future on the 21 Savage project. I had no clue.
But the thing
Until
is,
I
though,
heard
in the latest diss tune, though, he's dissing he's mentioning bare people.
He thinks he's
So
Chip.
he's not just saying. Yeah, big up Chip, by the way.
He thinks he's
Chip
Chip.
has got some really interesting takes on this, but I'll leave that for. I know he's start. I'm not gonna say what his plans are, but
you just leave him for
big up Chip. But yeah, like, he is addressing a bunch of different things, not just Kendrick. So he starts off with Future. Yeah. Then obviously he mentions Cole in there a little bit. He's got Rick Ross in there. He's Metro. He's addressing a whole different. He's addressing a bunch of them. Whereas now, if Kendrick comes out and he has one thing just for Drake, and Drake comes out and has just one thing just for Kendrick, now is when the war has started.
No, the war started. The war started, but it's like the rounds now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The
like,
rounds.
in regards to the
round
rounds.
1 started. Drake has started round 1 because he's
Okay.
done a diss track. And if you want to mention 5 people and me, that's your problem. I'm not going to now take on your problem. That's your issue. I don't have 5 people to mention. I just have you to mention. If you didn't want to mention me and you didn't want to have this, you should have just left my name out of it, mention the other 4 and come back round when it's just me. But since you want to have this, let's go. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Pusha T in his diss track kept it very clear. Don't get at Ye. I want all the smoke. Just come to me. So, like, make it clear what you want to do is number 1 from the rapper's perspective. Number 2, fam, for me personally, again, this is real life for them and entertainment for us. So when everyone's putting this clock and this, that, and the other, that's from the perspective of the consumer, which I totally understand. But I go back to Drake. He sounds sassy.
Like, if someone spoke to me like that, I would ignore them as well. No disrespect. I don't care what you're saying. You're sounding like a gal. So I don't feel the need to address you, bro. Like, I get it. Not saying that from an entertainment perspective, I don't want a Kendrick response. Of course I do. Kendrick, you gotta respond, my guy. But then from the perspective of them, man, I'll be listening to that and saying, yeah, you said some stuff. It's cold and all of that. And I'm not rating the record. But my guy, like, let's just all listen to it with just the lyrics. Like, no beat behind it, no nothing. Just listen to his voice, bro. And then go listen to Duppy Rhythm. My brother, come back and just... Don't tell me about you chipped a nail and, like, my bro, like, what's going on?
No, I hear you.
What's actually going on, bro?
I don't know, though. I personally do think that this was a good... I do think this was a good light jab, though. I think it was good.
Of course.
And I did like it.
It's just a bit...
But I think with Kendrick, yeah, even if Drake came out flying and saying some mad stuff and whatever, and it was one of those things, I would sort of expect Kendrick to just be on Kendrick timing.
Again,
which is, I'm gonna, although I said what I said on Like That, and although I've been wanting to come for your head top, you're not gonna dictate to me when I'm coming out, like, whether I'm gonna come out tomorrow or the day after or whatnot. I'm coming out when I'm ready to come out.
Of
so
course.
whatever that looks like, whatever time period that looks like, is what that looks like. Which is why, to me, it's not a surprise to me that Kendrick isn't outside yet. He's going to do something and he's going to say something.
Yeah, of
But
course.
it's not going to be in the timing parameter that everyone is expecting, or this entitlement that I think that we've just all adapted where, okay, cool, this person comes out and now you've got 4 days to come into. It's like, where did that even really come from anyway?
That's how it used to be, though.
It is how it used to
It
be.
used to be like from the start. So I get, because niggas weren't doing anything. But
You're
now
right.
we've got things to do, so it's not the same. I still
wait,
think...
wait, just there's a light rebuttal to that though. Yes and no. So in dancehall, it was always like that. Quick.
Grime, it was always like that.
Grime was always like
Rap,
that.
it was
But in
like
rap, Nas took 9 months.
Yeah, but now you're talking about one example. I can go back to like plenty of examples of rap beefs when it was like back in the day, like even earlier before that, bro. Like I used to get the beef DVDs, bro. Them man, at them times when they were doing them beef DVDs, fam, they were responding quickly, bro.
Yeah,
and
I
understand.
Sometimes they were. I mean, I hear it. Like
they were responding tune for tune was quicker. Like
if you use D Block and State Property, yeah, them man were going at it. Like,
do you remember
quite
Beanie
quickly.
Siegel Jadakiss, fam?
Of course,
that was quick, bro.
Yeah,
like
that man was going at it super quick. But I guess maybe I'm using like Jay for example. He would always. Sometimes he might be away for a little while, bank something, come back later on. There's a cryptid thing that he's saying about somebody or whatever that makes you realize that he hasn't forgotten about what somebody said time ago about.
yeah, but
him.
that's sorry to cut you, but that's just financial, bro. Like we got a business now. Like it's not like when I was before. Like this is financial. I'm gonna put your diss in part of my plan. My plan's not gonna change for this one single moment, which I understand. It's business now. It's not the same when we were just spitting raw. So I totally get it. I understand it. But I'm saying to you, if we're talking about the basis of hip hop, or hip hop's based upon, my guy, no, it's not no 9-month pregnancy thing. But since we're over here, it's business. We're gonna make money, and years later, I won't care about the time parameter anyway. Do as you please. But I still believe in the packaging of the way Drake's packaged this thing. I have no problem with the strategy, but I have a slight problem with the execution. I have a slight problem with the execution with Drake. It just sounds a bit too sassy for me. Like just a bit sassy for me. Is it? Is he saying things? No, I get it why everyone likes it, but it's just very sassy, very, very, very sassy. Like more. And this is coming from me, fam. You look at the way I carry it. It's more feminine than masculine. And in a clash, you just want to just go on like a war thing. And that doesn't... It's just so sassy, bro.
For me, it just feels like the setup. It just feels like, okay, cool. This is
No,
what you want.
100% is a setup.
I'm here. I'm ready. You, whatever it is that you've got, because everyone keeps talking about you've got a record. Drop that, and then we'll go from here. You got something. You got a song. Everyone keeps saying Kendrick's got a rhythm. Go on, drop the rhythm, yeah, and then let's see where we go from there. Then, and I have no doubt. I've got no doubt that Drake will, after Kendrick says and does what he does. That Who Kid is so nostalgic.
Now, this is the thing. There's so much things I'm in love. Because I know you probably can't even play this. There's so much things I'm in love before he says anything, which is important. The Woo Kid, the beat.
Yeah.
Watch it. I can never be nobody's number one fan. Your first number one, I had to put it in your hand. Like, what the hell? This is so sassy. But I'm just going to play you Duppy rhythm. Like, that is sassy. I don't care what none of you lot say.
Isn't that a false equivalency? Because Duppy rhythm is now, he's outside. This is like...
I'm just saying to you, with the diss tracks I have a preference to. I'm not talking about anything else other than what I have a preference to. This is serious, Doug. This is serious. Listen, I hear you.
The nerve,
the audacity. Take a seat, my brother. Go and get a cigar. Go pull up a drink.
Okay.
Listen to this.
So if you rebuke me for working with someone else on a couple of V's, what do you really think of the nigga that's making your beats? I've done things for him I thought that he never would need. Father had to stretch his hands out and get it from me. I popped out.
Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. That's what I want to hear, bro. That makes me feel
coming,
like...
though.
Cool. I'm just saying to you, like, until that happens...
Yeah.
I personally might not respond straight away if I was Kendrick. Because the moment you're dropping all of this sassy stuff and all of that, I'm like, my bro, when you're ready to do that, because that's why I rate Drake, you know. These are the reasons why I rate Drake.
That's my favorite.
What I'm hearing now is not why I rate Drake. I like Drake, but I can't yet let that cloud my judgment when it comes to a diss track because I've wanted it for so long. And now that it's here, I'm just happy that it's here, that it's clouded my judgment and everything. I'm sorry. I have to play it again,
Hear
bro.
what I'm saying, though? If we're going by the principles of hip hop and how it used to be, and people coming out,
I'm gonna move it to any random part in the song. I don't even know what part this is at. One nigga. This part's cold though.
That's the same type of flow, by the way.
That's cold. That part's cold. That part's cold.
But hear what I'm saying, yeah?
But just the sassiness, man.
Let me hear what I'm saying, though. Yeah? If we're going by the principles of hip hop and how it used to be, and I know that it's changed a little bit now because obviously man do take a while
And we're
or
happy
whatever
with the
else.
changes, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not even mad at
we're
it.
happy with it.
I'm not mad at it. Also, one being that it would be unfortunate if it took Kendrick months to come out and whatever else. But the reality is once he comes outside, everyone's attention is diverted to go to that, regardless.
We're just selfish.
Everyone, 100%. But yeah, I do think that I've lost my point.
I'm so sorry. It's my bad. It's this sassy nigga, man.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
Go on.
Is that like, even though Kendrick could look at it the same way as you and say, oh, it's sassy, and this is not really like, because of that, I'm not going to be outside just yet. I'm just going to take a little bit of time. As far as I'm concerned, if we're going back to the elements of the essence, from once a man is directly addressing you, whether he sounds like a sassy little gal or not, it's time to go outside and slap the sassiness off his forehead.
That's true, but also there's a lot going on.
Because the man said your name.
Kendrick probably wants
basically.
He wants the whole thing clear, so it's just him and Drake. He probably wants a little bit more concentration.
Bruv, you know, this is what I was balling for. Man are talking about, I hear it, the Cole thing or whatever, yeah. But I was saying,
Everyone just get out of the way.
Even Rick Ross, by the way, bro.
No, but Rick Ross is killing it. Do you know what? I find the Rick Ross take very, very, very interesting.
What?
Very interesting. The French Montana story, by the way, is actually true.
What? Oh, what, the cease and desist thing?
It's true. The person came out from Apple Music that was on Joe Biden's podcast and confirmed it.
Yeah,
and Joe and it seems like
Larry's name was
yeah. And it seems the angle that they're coming from is this cosplay thing. And I've always found this interesting. And we've been speaking for years here about commercial and culture, culture. Yeah. And everyone thinks that I have like a resentment towards commercial, which I don't. I don't. I just rate the youth. I rate the youth more than I rate the BBC. I rate the youth because the BBC couldn't make this without all of these youths. Yeah. So why would I rate them before them? It's just, in my mind, that's just how it works. Now, we take a look at, as much as I love Drake, and I've spoken about this here, because this is where it looks like Rick Ross is coming from. As much as I love Drake, and I really, really, really do, you are too many people. I said to you before, here, I love Future because it seems like Tony Montana is an like what I hear from Future is an elevation of Tony Montana. Whereas with Drake, you was with Common and all of that being the backpack rapper. And then 3 years after that, you're a little bit heartbroken doing R&B. And then a little bit after that, you're out here doing some grime and house. And a little bit after that, you're doing some reggae music. And look, like, you're everywhere, bro. Like, your heat map reminds me of certain gal on Twitter. Like, you're there just replying to everyone, or them gal on Instagram that just like everything. And your just heat map is mad, bro. And I just think for hip hop, it kind of lives. Hip hop reminds me of them sort of medieval shows where they will have this whole town and everyone's got their own thing, but we're essentially all doing the same thing and we all respect our thing. So when it comes to toxic music, Future's doing his thing, we leave him over there, he's the king of that. When it comes to this conscious rap, J. Cole, you're over there, we leave you over there. When it comes to West Coast, everyone's doing their own thing and they collaborate, and it's a collaboration of two different individuals. And Rick Ross and these
styles.
and styles and so on and so forth. And Future, you take a look at it, hate written all over you, fake written all over you. He keeps reaffirming this whole, you're not a real guy. Like, these are all the things that we are. Like I said, it was very interesting that Future decided to drop like that off the back of being associated with Offset and Gunna. It's like, he's like, no. I don't know what anyone over there is doing, but over here, we stick to the principles. We stick to the principles. I even found it interesting when Kodak Black came out dissing people's nails, and then Drake in his diss track goes chip a nail. It's like he's trying to 8 Mile the situation. Before you use that against me to say I'm not hip hop, I'ma say it in my song already. So I just feel like it's almost becoming the real versus the quote unquote fake. And I find it interesting. Kanye West coming number one, Future coming back and being number one. And it's like almost they're trying to say, like, we're gathering all the real guys. Everyone that wants to do all that sort of nonsense rap, you're going to be over there. And all the real people are going over there. And we're going to go and battle against them. And the king of you fake guys is Drake. We're going to get all the kings over here. Rick Ross, Flossy Rap, you're one king. Future, king of toxic, you're over here. Weekend, we might even incorporate you as a commercial aspect. I think they're trying to get loads of different kings of loads of different sounds.
Who's the commercial aspect?
A Weekend.
Oh, okay.
They're trying to get loads of different kings from different genres or subcultures within rap to say, nah, we're not having it from the fake guy no more. You can't be 21 Savage's friend 1 minute and the Future's friends the next minute and the Skepta's friend the next minute, Geeks' friends the next. Where do you live? Where do you live? 1 minute you got a boy better no tattoo. Next, like, my guy. Like, where do you live? This is not hip hop, bro. And if you're going to be the number one guy in hip hop, God, this doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. So I think everyone just kind of had enough of this cosplay shit. And it's
I hear it. It's
we
hard.
know who you
Do
are
you know what?
now.
It hurts to hear that because I like Drake.
I love Drake, by the way.
But I don't think that there's much. I don't know how to make a rebutted argument for it because he is all over the place. And but he's good at being all over the place. I just like, there's one element of Drake that I like and I go for. And when he does all of the other stuff outside of it, I just see it as, okay, this is just some don who's just playing this industry thing. He knows how to make money out of it. It's not for me. I just dissociate myself from it. Until he is prepared to, he doesn't have to. I'm just being a fan, an entitled fan. Yeah. Until he gives me what I want, and then I'm over there. But if he's not going to do that, then I'm just not over there.
But that's my problem. With this clash here, I think a lot of it has to do with being authentic. And I think a lot of people are fans of the situation and don't care about the domestics behind the scenes. But if you don't care about the domestics behind the scenes, then you shouldn't get involved in this clash. Because a lot of it is to do with domestics behind the scenes. Drake fucking everyone's girlfriend. Drake fucking everyone's girlfriend. And it's a continuation from the start. And I said to my brethren, like, if you have that guy that beats a brethren's gal or something like that, the first time you go, all right, cool, whatever, man. So the second time you're like, all right, cool. By the third time, you're saying this ain't an accident. This is a trait. This is a common trait within you. And from our culture, we're not trying to do those types of things, fam. When that's a man's wife or whatever, we respect it. He seems to have no respect for those types of things. And that's not something culturally I come from. That's something when someone does it, it's kind of taboo and in the quiet. And in other cultures, no disrespect, man will beat man's gal and they're all laughing and joking about it. And I'm saying, not in the culture I'm from. If you do that, man are getting angry. So if you bring that over into this culture, you're bringing an aspect of the culture that we don't accept. But because you're the most popular individual from the space, it's like you can do it and get away with it because you have money and power. And I think everyone's just getting tired of this. You can't be that guy and do this. Yeah. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, and that's interesting because I do think a lot of it, the majority of it, is all the behind the scenes stuff. Yeah. Because I think, if you are the number one guy, at some point people are going to just try and come for your head anyway from a competitive aspect, yeah? But there has always seemed to be a question within his character from people. Do you get what I'm saying? And like, there's always been that in it, like there's something that's gone on behind the scenes that has had a disdain or caused a disdain for people to have towards him. So which is why when all of this thing started happening, everyone was sort of asking the same question that I was asking in my head. It was like, what has he done? Like, I'd love to hear the real full behind the scenes, direct and certified person talking about exactly what has happened. Because we can speculate on it. Some things are said in bars or whatever else here. But you know, like, one person actually knows. Oh, like, Drake did so and so in such and such, or this happened with so and so.
I don't think it's that though. I think it is just literally years and years, and people have just said no. No, how can you be the bad man when you were 17 years?
I think there are things though.
No, of course there are things, but it's things to make a point of an example of who he is, his character. I think people have questioned his character. People have gone, nah, he's not like that. And then he's continuously done things. And I think when he comes out and got, like when he called Rick Ross racist.
What?
My
when
guy,
did he do that?
this is what I'm trying to, when you take a look at all the evidence, Rick Ross calls him white boy in the song. But Rick Ross is calling him white boy because he's trying to, in my mind, from what I see, say, no, you're not one of us. Because guess what? Birdman's house was getting, something happened to Birdman's house. Why didn't you help him? Yeah. Because in my hood, we take care of my guys.
Yeah.
And then what did Drake say on his diss track? You treat the boys, you treat your bros like gal, like cars, whips, all of this wicked. And that's what Rick Ross and Future are saying, we take care of our guys. And then Drake is ridiculing them man for taking care of their guys. And then Ross is saying, but your guy lost his house a little while ago and you ain't doing nothing to take care of him. That ain't real. And then what is Drake doing? Drake's doing little things like a lot of the things that Drake's doing, to me, I don't recognize with my culture. I'm not trying to say it's bad. I'm not trying to say it's good. But I'm saying I don't recognize this from black culture, then. Say it like that. I just don't remember. I don't recognize it from a black experience. That's the only way I can say it. As a black man growing up, irrespective of where you live, there are certain things that are quite common amongst us, even if you're in America and I'm in England. And I'm saying some of the characteristics and the displays and the play from Drake I see commercially, I don't recognize as traditionally within the black community. That's not a good thing. That's not a bad thing. That's just an observation. I don't want to like use it against him or anything bad like that. But I just think if you're one of the individuals like the Rosses, like the Futures, that they don't have privilege in any capacity. Drake, you're Jewish and black. You can flirt in two different worlds. We don't have that privilege. So when you become the richest rapper and then use all of your privilege against us, I'm like, no, we should rate Rick Ross more. He's fat, he's black, a correctional officer, and look how well he's done in hip hop. Like, we shouldn't rate the guy that's Jewish and black, can sing half of the time and then rap. He can sort of play with the prospect of being a backpack rapper, a heartbroken singer, a bad boy. He can do all of these things. Rick Ross can't do that. Rick Ross could never do that. You begin to wonder if Drake, no disrespect again, was dark-skinned, bald-headed, and done this music, are you the number one rapper? So there's a level of privilege you have, which you kind of, it's not like, that's not a bad thing. You've got it in it. Like, we all play the cards that we're dealt in life. No one should use it against you, but you seem to be using it against the culture. And where we're from, we don't use each other's circumstances against each other. That's not a, like, no one goes to the hood with a chain and goes, you man are broke. Like, no one does that. You're getting robbed, bro. And I just feel like that's what kind of Drake's, that's what everything looks like to me. That this is not behavior I recognize from rappers in the past in certain aspects, not in all aspects. But I'm just like, rah, when Jay-Z done that song with Babyface on like his second album, Sunshine, we clowned Jay-Z for it. All the flashing lights on the floor. Drake does, he used to call me on my cell phone. It's all calm. Flashing lights on the floor. Looks like a fucking Sean Paul video. It's all calm. So I'm saying you're getting away with shit, my guy.
Can I be honest with you? That Tootsie Roll thing was the worst one.
Brother, Tootsie Roll, he apologized it. He apologized for it on the song with Smart, what's his name again? There's another Canadian rapper. He apologizes for the Tootsie Roll. But anyway, my point
that one is terrible.
Bro, but he gets that gone so mad. But he gets away with it. Because he's
crazy.
Drake, privileged. I'm saying, imagine Rick Ross does Tootsie Roll. Jay-Z does Tootsie Roll. Nas does Tootsie Roll. J. Cole fucking took a song down. He got absolutely annihilated. This privilege, I'm just saying, I think some rappers are...
But there were also added elements to it as well, where he's pointing out an insecurity that a man might have, which could be connected
100%.
To his blackness, which is the nose, for example. So it's like, you do all of these things, and on top of that, you're even doing your nose. So then you're not
one of us, white boy.
Yeah. I think...
Do you know where I'm coming from?
I understand exactly. I get it. Personally, though, I will say this, yeah. As valid as it all is, and I'm so with you on it, yeah, is that I would love for Rick Ross to be able to have articulated this in bars.
All right, cool. Yeah. Oh my God. Did you listen to the diss?
I did listen to the diss, but
it doesn't sound like you like it.
No, Do you know what it is?
Gets and TJ, I need you here.
Let me explain.
Gets and TJ, I
Let me
need you
explain
here.
this, yeah?
Go on.
It's not that I didn't like it. It's just right now,
Okay.
I need these two guys on the field.
Okay.
We can address this bit soon because that needs to be addressed at some point. But right now, I've been dying for this.
It's like if right now you want an Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury to fight, and then Usyk comes and you're like, Usyk, I'm not saying you're not a skilled fighter, I'm not saying you're not cold, but I as a fan want this.
This
Cool.
is what I
Fair
want.
enough.
This
I
is what I
apologise.
want. So it's like, I'm still going to watch that fight. I'm still going to watch the Usyk. I'm still going to watch it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
But you're not
But
invested.
right now,
Yeah.
I just need this. You get what I'm saying? But also, and you know what? As well, Eve, that's a great example because AJ Usyk ends up beating AJ, which then takes a little bit away from how
What you
long
want-
he's going to
yeah,
fight. These two are going to fight. Do you get what
Yeah,
I'm
I hear
saying?
you, I hear
So
you,
it's
I
like,
hear
if
you.
that's to happen again now, it's like, this might now take away from the time that it's going to take away from my moment now that I want to see. A big moment in hip hop. These two dons. Like, right now, I hear you, Ross, but can we just...
It's crazy though, because like when I take a look at the whole journey of everything, and I'm like, raw. So Kendrick kind of started this with Control, and then Drake fell away, and then everyone cusses Drake for feeling away, but Drake took Kendrick on his first real tour, like where Kendrick was doing like 2,000, 3,000. I think they started doing 15,000. So in Drake's mind, being the type of person Drake is, he's clearly going to be affected by that because he's like, why are you putting me next to all of these rappers? They ain't done nothing for you in comparison to me. I understand that, but then I understand, Drake, you still shouldn't be upset because you're not exempt from the rules of hip hop. But because you're not from hip hop or you're not from the culture of it, you don't recognize this as a mechanic. So you get upset with this behavior on some quote unquote, not me, Rick Ross white boy stuff, because that's who we get upset about that. No one else got really upset by it, but you did. Taking it forward now, Kendrick realizes you got upset, then kills you on the flipping BET side for like, you're an idiot. Like, you're really upset about this? Well, you know what? Killed him again. It kind of changes Drake to me, becomes a bit more of a bit more of a prick. When he gets into a clash with Meek, he's so ready for it because that sort of side of him has been revealed by what Kendrick's doing. Because before then, he's just a nice guy. Obviously, he's a little bit, but he's the nice guy. Next, you know, he's doing headlines. He's wearing the fucking gloves that I used to see. You know, the Nike gloves that were available in Wembley Market, the golf ones. He's wearing those. He starts becoming
elements of that. For my someone will probably correct me and say
timeline.
this is different, but like my timeline from that, when all that started happening, I said this on the last pod, was like from if you're reading this, from that point there,
That was it.
he
that
was on a
it.
whole different thing.
He was
there
on
was
a
gloves,
whole next...
there was all kinds of shit, going
Brother,
on.
but it's like something in life has happened
Yeah.
within the industry because you clearly had a perception of it beforehand. You're friends with Joe Budden. You can't stand him now. So like there was some type of something that happened that made you go, do you know what? I've got to change up this image. And I'm not rating the way people are responding to me through the way I put my image up prior. I don't like the energy I'm getting. So we're going to change this up because I want a different type of energy. And I think from that moment forward to now...
Then O'Brien and that other Don, remember I showed you on the thing?
Yeah.
Them Dons ended up whatever. I don't know what happened there. And then Chubbs was in. And then some of the other Dons was in, and the whole perception of this thing looks different now.
And now from what I hear, Chubbs is a gangster.
But he's a certified one.
So now when you're around that type of energy, clearly, when you hear songs like Free Smoke after that and whatever, clearly the energy of the individual has changed to a little bit of cosplay. He's around bad boys. He's got money. It's like a couple of footballers I see out. They think they're bad boys because they got money. I think it's funny. I just think you're a footballer.
Yeah. I hear that.
With tattoos. I don't think you're bad. I don't take you the way I take these rappers. But I think that's a lot of that's happened with Drake. And I just think if you're actually a rude boy from the mud and you're seeing this guy because he's with Chubbs and these other guys play this rude boy, this cosplay rude boy, you're going to be thinking to yourself, wait a minute, what's going on? Look, do you know, have you seen the videos with him when he's 17 years old? Talking about urban, quote unquote, urban culture and the way in which he describes it as ignorant because they use slang. He was saying this at 17 years old. At 17 years old, I can't tell you anybody else, but at 17 years old, them words would have never come out my mouth.
Yeah, that's
not my thing.
It's not about who's like grown up in a certain type of hood. That's, you know what I mean?
So it's not even second nature to him. So this is all, everything you see from Drake is what he's observed. It's secondhand information.
definitely.
And I just think real niggas are tired of it.
Yeah.
They're tired of it. They're like,
themselves, actually,
of course they are.
for not gatekeeping better.
Imagine how Rick Ross feels now. He probably phoned Meek like, Meek,
Wait, hold on. Go on.
I'm
elaborate
sorry,
on
my
that.
guy.
Go on, elaborate on that.
Like, yeah, I know they're mad. They are mad at Drake for like quote unquote cosplaying, but I think they're also mad at themselves for letting him in the door, letting him in the rooms where they're having their conversations.
They didn't let him in though. It was more for accepting him.
They let him in. They
No.
let him in.
Come on, man. Jay Prince, Birdman, he was in. From early, he's in. When he's making the early mixtapes, yeah, and he's around.
But is, like, are those the people that you're talking about essentially?
No, but for example, they've seen him and said, "Oh my God, we can make money."
They forgot everything else.
Yeah. We can make money. So obviously they've come on a money step, and so when these men have let you in, and then everybody else has seen, oh, they've let you in, come through, make a Aston Martin with us, come do a young over here. What's the whatever the song is with Future, on the
Done a whole tape with Future.
yeah, exactly. Like, and they've let him in, and not only have they recorded with him, he's in the clubs with them. Like the gate was open for him because somebody tried to make money off him and successfully did, and now he's blown bigger than them. They're mad at themselves, bro. Secretly.
Of course, it's one of them situations where the privilege Drake had, as well as being a very, very skilled musician. Let's not take that away from him. Very skilled musician. There is an element of privilege that he had, which if you're Rick Ross and you're all these guys, you're like, you know what? We don't have that. And what? There's a tune of DJ Khaled as well. I'm on this. I'm on one.
I'm on what?
And you know, I can't wrong them.
But
I
then
can't
you
even
can't-
wrong these rappers as well, by the way. I don't wrong these rappers for taking on that opportunity to upscale their thing. Because Drake still has the capacity to change and become the person that you would want him to be. You can't have no control over the character that
So
he
would
has.
you say that you would wrong them though if it was common knowledge that he was being authentically himself? If Drake was more authentically himself,
Yeah.
and he played the role of what that was, then maybe would you wrong them for feeling a way towards him if he was doing that? Because right now,
Yeah.
are you essentially saying that, or it's sounding as though you're saying that they've got to a point where they're like, wait, okay, this guy is a highly skilled guy or whatnot, but he's playing all of these different roles and characters and whatnot, and also on top of that, he's not necessarily of the culture in the way that he's portraying himself to be. So now we've got to that point of this man's doing a whole load of disrespect. He's being all of these different types of people. We actually don't even know who this guy is really within his character.
Yeah.
We've had enough of it now.
Yeah.
However, though, if he was actually authentically himself
Yeah.
without all of the fuckery, then people would look at him differently and they would look at his success differently.
But the thing is, you don't understand. In order for you to be in a world that you're not meant in, you need to have a strategy. In order for me to be in the world that I'm meant to be in, there is no strategy. So for Rick Ross to be where Rick Ross is, there's no strategy. The only strategy is how do I make this music bigger? For a Canadian guy who said nigger and all of these types of weird stuff when he was 17 in Canada, to be beside Birdman and to Rick Ross, there has to have been a strategy, which means you're going to fool someone. So I can't wrong the people because you've walked into the situation with a strategy. I'm going to get closer to you I don't know that information if I'm in the club drunk doing my thing.
I hear that.
So you've walked in there with a strategy, aka networking, as everyone loves, and then all of a sudden, do you know what I'm saying? You're placing yourself around people for financial gain and financial gain only. And then the only time that people find out is when that person starts being funny with them because they can't make no money from them no more. So it's almost like, why are you around? And then all of a sudden that person's like, we spent 4 or 5 years together. I've showed you to my family. We've been abroad. We've been doing this. We've been doing that. But then what does that person do? He goes to someone bigger and now you can't say nothing. Your voice is void. What do you mean I made songs with you? I helped you. I helped you get your first #1. You're like, what? But then no one says anything. Then he does it to someone else. That person goes to talk. It's no point.
No, I hear
By the time you've done it for 15 years, there's enough people to go, big man, I've had enough.
So what happens in a world where Drake smokes Kendrick? What happens then?
Which I think might happen.
So then what happens then? What does it look like then?
Christopher
If he
Columbus
smokes
wins
Kendrick,
again.
If he smokes Kendrick, then after that comes back and smokes Rick Ross, then what happens then?
I think Yeah, Christopher Columbus. The Caucasians have won.
The culture is being run by the Antichrist.
Yeah, we've lost. We lost, fam.
If this was a movie, it's literally good versus evil.
Brother, you've let someone in good faith. It's always happens. This has actually happened since the dawn of time in history. Where you let, brother, Troy. What's the other one? Where is it? Troy? There's another one where they let the horse in. Is that Troy? Crazy. So Achilles heel. Achilles was my guy, and it hurt my heart. But for the dawn of time, this has happened. Where you let even that film I watched the other day, Salt. Was it Salt something?
So with the Russian,
No, Salt something. Where the guy goes into the house. Saltburn.
Oh, Saltburn. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Basically, the hip hop scene is Saltburn, and that guy's Drake. That's the best way for me to describe it.
Right.
And you don't see it coming until it's too late. And
I mean, listen. There's an opportunity. There's a chance though that this could happen. There's a chance that he might come out and smoke Kendrick's boots.
Why are you saying that for? Drake is war trained. No matter what you say,
He might
Drake
come
is
there and
war
smoke
trained,
Kendrick's
bro.
boots off.
He's
and then
war
after
trained.
that, he might come there and then smoke whoever's boots off after that. And then just go off and then make a Tootsie Roll or some shit. Or
Oh no, I'm being so real. I agree
might
with
even do
Chucks.
that.
I agree with
He might
Chucks.
even do that. And then, like, because obviously by then, Taylor Swift, she would have had her campaign would have been done. So then it would just be free reign for a rapper to go there and just hold that spot for a tiny piece. It's
Hips
crazy.
Pipe down. You ain't in no big leases. I got you wiped down.
I'll tell you one thing that is irritating
Sassy,
me
my
though.
brother. Cold.
One thing that is slightly irritating me is that like
God.
the AI stuff is irritating because it's taken away the sting out of a lot of things for me. And I think we're already in, maybe more so in Western society, we're already very speculative. We speculate a lot on stuff and there are a lot of people asking a lot of questions and we are skeptical on things anyway. Yeah. So now you throw in this AI thing and now certain things are happening and it's like, no one is knowing what is real for a moment and it takes away from the moment. I guess it's kind of a little bit like when football fans were a little bit upset about VAR because it was like that moment of euphoria when there is a goal and then it's like, is it not? And then you're waiting and then it's like, oh, bruv, like, you know, Kendrick's going to drop something and there's going to be a thing where for a moment we're all going to say, is this real?
Just like when they heard the Drake thing, everyone thought it's
thought, is it? Yeah. When Taser played it to me, we was in the car, he played it to me and I was like, I just dismissed it straight away.
What, the Drake?
Yeah, because I was like, oh, nah, man. Why did I dismiss it? I dismissed it for a reason. I think maybe it was the source of where he was getting it from.
Yeah.
The source of where he was getting it from, I was like, I listened to a little bit of it. I was like, nah, man.
Now, Taser's a bit reliable though, because his heat map on Twitter is good. So he's a
His heat
reliable.
map, yeah, of course.
He's a reliable guy.
But like, you know, sometimes things just come out and then
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like everyone was waiting for something to happen anyway, so it was a thing. And then so I ended up not listening to that the proper version for a good couple of hours afterwards. Albeit, I was in a club and that. But later on, then it was like, nah, it's confirmed, it's a thing. But it's like it's still AI is interfering with shit.
We're doing VIR checks on songs.
Yeah.
Agree.
Wait, hold on a minute.
All right, it's approved.
Yeah. It's
Do you know what I mean?
crazy.
And then I'm having arguments with people because I stayed up late to watch the stream. You know, as pathetic as it is.
Who's academic?
I was there until
Okay.
like 4 o'clock in the morning, mate.
Waiting
loved
for
it.
Drake or waiting for Kendrick response?
Waiting for anything.
Is it?
And at the same time, that's how
was
we got the
waiting
Rick Ross
last night as well.
But then we got Rick Ross as well. I was wait last night as well, for that. But we got that's how I found the Rick Ross one. So I heard Rick Ross as soon as it happened. So when I listened to that, Rick Ross's diss track is so underrated and undervalued. It's so undervalued because of the production. Like, who done the previous?
I don't want it right now. You know what it is? It's good food, but I'm not hungry for that.
But you know what? I hear that. But for 1 second, pretend that you are. You know the ones where you're with a gal, you don't really want to be with her, so you think that someone else is the gal, and then it's the great. I've done it so many times. I think of someone else was having sex with a girl.
I've done that as well.
There we go. Think that this
I've
is.
said the name as well. Like,
Yeah, so have I, and she went crazy.
This isn't here, so fuck for that.
She went crazy, but we had sex again after that.
Strong,
Sex
man.
was good. Man.
Sorry, did you lose your train of thought?
Nah, I was thinking about the sex. The sex was good. Nah, but yeah, I lost my train of thought, man.
Oh,
You have to lose it sometimes.
oh,
It's gone, man. It's gone.
Yeah,
It's
well-
gone. But you know what? It's been entertaining. This
I'll tell you
whole thing.
what, though, there's going to be, the longer that Kendrick takes, AI is going to be more in this. And not even just with Kendrick. AI will come out as Drake and say some shit. AI
Really
might even come out as
happened.
Future and do some shit.
Better not.
AI might even come out as Metro on the drums and start drumming its shit off to pieces.
I'll be honest with you. This is why I say to you the sassy version of this Drake song. That could have been AI.
Nah, that shit was Drake, though.
That could have been AI. In terms of the way it's structured, someone else can do that. You see a Kendrick verse. Cause I don't even know how Kendrick structures. I don't hear anyone and go, like, I think Drake is it's a very easy thing to replicate for AI. I would believe a Drake AI before I would believe a Kendrick AI, is what I'm saying. Kendrick is so unique.
No, you have to
the
believe
way
for everything AI. Because it's AI. Do you know how serious that thing is?
Yeah, but there's some things I hear in AI, I'm like, I know that's not him. I just know it's not him. I just know. I know he wouldn't do that.
But
Like,
you have to believe, though, that AI has the capability of even going ahead of what you think Drake would do. Or any artist would do.
That means that AI can make the HC podcast, Chucks, and then what?
Listen, bro.
Then what? I don't
Let me
want
tell
to
you something.
believe
AI
this.
could come in here and just be doing its whatever it's doing. That's it. Man's off now, out of it.
That's why you got to change the cadence sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. But then AI figures that shit out. It's mad. Hey, like, we'll talk about this properly when he sits on the couch and whatnot at some point, but Bashy's back outside.
You did. Do you know what? You did say he was coming on. I was like, oh my God, that means he's dropping. And then he dropped.
Bashy is back outside, bro. Bashy is back outside, and I'm very, very, very looking forward to having a conversation with him about that and about the project and whatnot and where his headspace is at and whatnot. This guy is a
Legend.
man.
He's
He
like-
is. I'll forget the personal stuff and whatnot because obviously I know Bashy and I get on very, very well with him. I've known him for a really long time, yeah. But even parking that aside, to me, this is one of our superheroes.
Of
This
course.
is one of our superheroes.
Do you know what I told Bashi one time?
Go on.
You are the human sacrifice, my guy.
Yeah.
You made Black Boys, which elevates a lot of the things that we're doing in our scene,
Trust me.
which will isolate you from progression for a period of time for whatever reason. And just the element of you doing that and the remix and the several remixes you've done. Do you know where I'm coming from? Maybe he needed this space.
The album is called Being Poor is Expensive.
He's right.
Oh, he is so right, bruv. Being poor is expensive. Deep that. Being poor is expensive, bruv. I'm telling you.
And living an expensive lifestyle is pricey.
Yeah, yeah. But I
That
guess
luxurious lifestyle's
I guess
crazy,
the
you know?
difference is that like
I know.
when you have a little bit of money in your pocket or whatever, you're having to think a little bit less about stuff. Although they say more money, more problems, all these type of things. Yeah, we hear that. But you see being poor, how expensive it is outside. Also, adding to this element, yeah, see with all the gentrification and all of that in certain places, yeah, you got to look at like certain areas now that are like super done up with expensive restaurants and this, that, and whatever. The council estate is just still there, you know. There's still people that do not have money that are living in these areas. Go to like Chiswick. We see Chiswick as a really nice area, yeah. Chiswick is a really nice area. Kings Road, all them places there, Fulham, them places there, yeah. There's estates that are just in and around that. You think that people
local.
can stand on the street to rot it?
Local.
Yeah.
I'm glad that happens.
I'm glad that happens, and
do
I
you
want
mean?
more of that.
What do you mean?
That harsh reality
Of what?
of truth.
Go.
I love drill. I love all these genres of music, and I love what you just said right then because it gives you that. I don't like that comfortable factor that life tries to present to you or England tries to present to you. It's nice. It's comfortable. It's not, brother.
I can get a 3-5 round the corner right now.
I'm telling you.
I'm £35.
I'm telling you.
Cali.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Caledonian Road.
Nah, being poor is expensive, man.
It is, man.
Being poor is expensive, and trust me, I know that he'll have a really good take on on what that's about and whatnot.
I didn't want to say too much.
We'll have a good conversation.
I just want to hear. I need Bashy. Whoa. I need Bashy to be here on the sofa. Whoa. Pause. To speak about music.
Come on, my brother. Have you got any howlers, my G?
I mean, there wasn't really. Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm
was on
sorry,
fire
guys.
today.
When I say I've just been watching everything.
You must have howlers every day. Poet is in the WhatsApp group
Sending
in
stuff.
I'm thinking that you're throwing things in because you're just getting prepared to either talk about it
Of
or
course.
whatever. Wait, are you throwing them in there for them to just watch it?
No, for Howlers. For Howlers.
Oh,
as well.
okay, cool.
So
Because
but
I
there
should
was-
like some of them I do watch still.
Well, there was one howler that I really, really liked in it. So we spoke about AI, yeah, and the thing is, AI's got a negative connotation, and I want to provide some balance. I think balance is important in life. I think half full is important in life, and I like the AI versions of lyrics taken from the diss tracks associated with genres of music and people making a sound around those lyrics. So Drake's amazing line about Metro Boomin make some drums is made into an old school rhythm.
Shut your ass up and make some drums, Metro. Where are my drums?
So I just like the fact that, do you know what, I'm never getting rid of Twitter, even I don't care if it's my ex. I'm never getting rid of it purely because of moments like
that.
this. It's
Yeah.
just incredible. There was even one which is so far removed from any music I like, but you know what? Let's go. Say it.
Hey, that's too funny.
And that song's called BBL Drizzy.
BBL Drizzy.
I'm thicker than a snicker.
Oh my god.
So yeah, man.
BBL.
All right.
BBL Drizzy is nuts though.
That's crazy. Now, this is where
Hey,
BBL Drizzy is crazy.
BBL Drizzy. That is rude.
Do you know what's rude as well?
And
Me.
that, you know why it's fun? Sorry, bro.
Go on.
It's funny as well because Rick Ross is just proudly fat. That's
Yes.
what makes it funny.
Proudly.
He's like, listen, brother, you weren't even like me, and look what you're doing. You didn't even have this. You don't even have the minerals for this.
I'm here.
kinda funny.
This is all natural.
Yeah, you didn't even have this, and look what you did. BBL Drizzy and that. That's
So,
nuts. By the
yeah.
way, I fuck with Drake. I know it sounds bad still, but I do. But anyway,
I'm sorry, I fuck with Drake as well. I fuck it. Like I said, this is an issue.
Anyway, then we don't.
Stay
we-
quiet,
we
stay
get it.
quiet, Paul.
We
Stay
get it.
quiet. Don't
Come
get
on,
yourself in trouble. There is a couple. Do you know what? We have to now allow people to spin the block. I don't know what it looks like long term, but I'm allow people to spin the block.
man. People have been spinning.
Yeah, but we've always said no. But I've seen someone.
Destiny's Child.
Did they really spin the block?
Mm.
Because spinning the block isn't a moment; it's a lifetime. And Nelly and
Oh, yeah.
Ashanti are back, and Ashanti is pregnant. Big her up. But one thing we shouldn't big up is a Nelly show
Why?
because no one goes.
Oh no! No, man. No! No! No. That's got to be sound check. That's got to be sound check. No! No! Surely that's got to be more expensive to do that than it is to actually do it.
There was definitely a loss in that.
There was bro. This is what's that, like a O2 Arena, and that's like O2 Arena, yeah. So let's just say that is O2 Arena. O2 Arena is 20,000 people. The equivalency right there is what? That's about 10%. That's 10%. That's what it looks like in there. That's crazy.
I don't see anyone there. I don't see anyone there. And all I will say to Nelly is this. For me, Nelly, you are a legend for me. I love you. But when you became a pop star, this is what happens. This is what happens. And you're a legend, Nelly.
I can't believe I can't believe it. I'm actually gobsmacked.
I'm
because
not.
You know why but the reason why I'm gobsmacked is because maybe like with promoting events and stuff like that, even more so now, and you're looking at like how much things cost and the plans and like all of these things behind it. Yeah, this to me is it's quite interesting because
Nelly
do you know
has
how expensive this is?
Of course.
Sometimes it's probably better to just cancel the thing and just lose the deposit. The security is chatting.
They might be bunning it. I think they're bunning it. I think security are bunning it. Everyone is chilling out. Nelly's going crazy on stage. And to be honest with you, I am sure it was a one-off. But it's a reminder that you can be spinning the block and doing your thing, but there's another reality you must face.
Oh, it's that, but also as well, it's that sometimes, and a lot of people do this anyway, they look at what everyone else is doing and it's like, yeah, we must be able to do that arena. We must be able to do. Sometimes it's better to go back small, and build up some anticipation, and then over time you can get back to this place again.
Start with 2,000-3,000.
If he's looking at a 50 saying to himself, I could do that.
Don't you dare.
He's going mad.
Even 50 brought Busta Rhymes and Jeremiah.
Jeremiah, yeah, he did.
So like 50 had friends.
Yeah, but 50 can do these venues.
Of course, he's got Diamond Records.
But I'm saying man might have been. I'm not saying he is, but sometimes certain artists will look at that and say, man's got hits, I can do what? And there's a resurgence of old school stuff and 50's doing arenas and whatnot. I can do arenas. No, big man. You might be able to do an arena in your hometown, and you might be able to do arenas in like certain parts of the world, maybe New York, maybe London. Do you get what I'm saying? But outside of that, it might have to be Hammersmith Apollo.
And Nelly Kelly, and that Nelly Kelly soon, if we're keeping it 100, is only big because of Kelly.
Oh yeah, big up Kelly, by the way.
She's trying to make texts on her phone.
Big up Kelly.
Of course, she was trying to send a text on her phone using spreadsheet, Excel. But she looked good. She looked good. All right, last thing I want to do is not put someone down.
This is crazy, man.
That's crazy. I found this guy on my Twitter. I don't know nothing about him. I just thought he was crazy, so I'm just gonna put him on.
Oh yeah.
Pajama, British citizen, king man, I ain't no prince like William. Family from the Caribbean, and family Europe or Nigerian. Pajama, London resident, and I am a SW1 veteran. Man, I unlock this element long, man, I live long like elephant. 10 minutes away from elephant, 5 minutes away from Kineton.
This is hard.
1 minute away, it's imminent. I look inside and elevate. Man, get high and levitate. Comes obstacles in many ways. Have to push through and penetrate.
What's his name?
Target, eliminate. The target, exterminate.
I don't know.
What's his name? Oh, the original. Or the original.
So I think he's cold. Basically, I've decided to try and treat life again.
From?
I don't. He said 10 minutes from Elephant, 5 minutes from Kenneton. So I think he's from
Is it
South.
in the bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
10 minutes from Elephant, 5 minutes from Kenneton.
Right.
I was like,
yeah.
So
what's his
I just think
Instagram?
he's cold. And I'm trying to treat social media.
Put his Instagram on the screen.
When it comes to like music, yeah, Chuckie and EA, I'm trying to treat it like radio.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go to a song. I don't want to know nothing. Right. I don't want to see the following. This apparently is good. Let me hear it. I don't want to know nothing.
Yeah. And that's what it's supposed to be about. What does your ear tell you? Forget everything else. What does your ear tell you?
What is my ear? The same way I like to watch football. Don't tell me about what club he's come from. Let me just watch him.
Yeah.
He's cold.
Yeah.
I like that type of. I want to try.
I don't want to know this stat. Let me just watch.
I really want to create. Do you know it'd be sick if you had a radio station, yeah, for like 1 hour. You don't know none of the artists. You just hear the music, and then they do that 1 hour every, I don't know, it's every 4 or 5 hours, or maybe it's 15-20 minutes. They play a selection of music. They don't tell you nothing. They just take a look at the social followings, see what song they like the most, 1, 2, whatever, and at the end of the day, they'll tell you the name of the song. Just to train people's ears to get back into just appreciating something without all the glitz and glamour around it. Shout out Rick Ross Future.
And it's to train people's habits as well.
To change people's habits. Because you know what? It's mad, you know. Chuckie, we're kind of privileged, you know. We're kind of lucky. We're very lucky. We're from an era of that.
Yeah.
And we understand this era. So we have the marriage of two bits of information. Some people just have one or the other.
Yeah.
I think me and Chuckie's age group were so lucky. Old enough to remember playing outside and knocking on the door and meeting someone at 7 o'clock and not having a way to contact them to tell them that you're going to be late. I remember that era to this era here. I've got the comparison. Whereas some people just have one. And I think it makes situations like this a little bit more different in terms of appreciation. We can appreciate it differently where maybe you can't.
Right then. And do you know what I also remember?
Go on, family. Play it.
My mum's angry today, so don't ask my mum for the sleepover today because obviously my dad told my mum that he's got a new girlfriend. So my mum's gonna say no if you ask today. Make sure you don't ask today, and don't come and knock for me today. I'm not allowed to play out today, so I'm only allowed to play out my garden. But I want you to play, and I want to stay at your house as well because when you knock for me, we always have fun. Like you're actually my best friend.
This guy's so honest.
Like, Michael wants to be my friend as well, but I don't want to be Michael's friend. Like, let's play out together all the time because when we play out together, I've got the new pogo stick, by the way. I forgot to tell you, yeah. So when I come to your house,
I like this guy.
I'm gonna bring the pogo stick and we can play with that thing in it. But don't tell no one because everyone in the area is gonna ask to use it. And you know when I get a toy, if some people break it, but I don't want them to break it. And then when the sleepover happens, I'm gonna bring my games, and then we're gonna bring PlayStation, and let's not sleep as well. And if we stay up all night, it's gonna be so thick. But yeah, oh yeah, I'm playing out. Just knock for me.
All right, now I think you're gonna grow up to be like the guy in you.
The man said, "Don't knock for me because I'm not gonna be allowed out." And then at the end, he says, "Yeah, knock for me." Because I want to come out.
You know the ones where you're having thoughts about the whole situation and you just offload. No homo.
Big up PK.
Do you know what? There's one thing I had to actually let you lot know and ask you lot's opinion because this was weird. So NBA Youngboy and Finesse 2 Times are having a mad argument on Instagram, social media. And then NBA Youngboy felt like he was, you know, throwing a dig at Finesse 2 Times when he threw up his girlfriend or his baby mum and tried to say like, yo, I'm on her type of thing.
Whoa.
This was Finesse 2 Times' response.
I didn't lay these niggas though. Bro, ask my baby mama them, bro. I didn't lay these niggas though. I didn't lay these niggas though, bro. And heard my baby mama them get they back beat out for 200-300 when I was broke and up, nigga. I'm cut different. Bro, ask my baby.
So I want to ask you, man, a question. Am I crazy? Or is he?
He's going crazy. He's going mad, bro. He's going mad.
He told NBA Youngboy that
Listen,
can't
come
affect me.
Yeah, because this is what was going on in
I'm
my
a
life.
pimp. I'm from Memphis. We pimps.
But that's what they do, though. That's some part of their thing. But a part of their thing, bro. The way that some of these people are able to literally disconnect is crazy to me. It is scary because sometimes if something is part of your inner culture in which you grow, it's just normal. You feel how you feel, and you know that at some point it doesn't feel all the way right, but this is just what we do.
And it's so mad because the procedure is what's messed everything up. You know, like the process in me saying, all right, no condom, let me use with this girl. That means I've taken on to account that she might get pregnant and I'm willing to do, me personally, I'm willing to deal with the consequences. I respect you to that point. All of those things. He's just outside.
To pieces.
Whatever happens, and we'll deal with it when it comes.
Yeah,
so his baby mum could be, because he's like, I didn't like you anyway. It was just what it was. Like,
exactly.
That's crazy, Chuckie.
Yeah. That's their thing. That's their thing.
When you want to go
as long
Memphis?
as at some point she was bringing home some money or she was doing her bit of it, then you know what? It is what it is.
So when we go to Memphis?
Oh, isn't that where that guy's from?
Who?
The song that I played you. The guy who's singing it.
That narrows it all down, innit? That narrows it all down, innit?
Oh,
The guy that I played you.
Yo, careful with
Thanks
his
for
wording.
listening, everybody. Yeah.
I was mash up, lads. Sorry about last night.
Bro, if only I could show them the picture.
I'm so sorry, everyone. Quickly, shout out Henchy Hench. It's Henchy_Hench. This is his thing.
You know, I noticed that as well.
What does it say again?
What does it say?
After God, fear women.
After God. Oh, I love that. Is there something on the back?
I don't think so. Henchy, my brother.
Fear women. I want that.
All right, we'll get you one.
I
We'll get
want
you one.
that.
100%.
Wait,
So,
where
yeah.
can? Is there a link? Is there what? Is there?
Yeah, there's a
something?
link. We'll put it in the bio. I'll send you all the stuff. The link.
Alright,
But
cool.
I'll get you one anyway.
Yeah. Big enough.